What's up? What's up? It's your boy Chaotic One, and on tonight's episode of Unspoken Word Podcast, we will be talking about cryptocurrency and gun violence in the neighborhood. Y'all ready? And this episode is brought to you by Hustlers Belief, the gear that we rocking. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. What's up? What's up? It's your boy Chaotic One,
And
and
it's your boy CFO, Hozilla, Platinum Boy Capo. What's happening?
what's happening? What's happening? Tonight's episode, like I said, we will be talking about cryptocurrency and gun violence. You know what I'm saying? It's something that's changing America. Of course, both of them is putting a change in on America. You know, and it's something that we wanted to touch bases on tonight. Like, share, subscribe if you like this content to help us get the notifications out there. Let's go. So what's going on, brother? How you been?
Man, I've been good, man. You know, been still a little dizzy from the coming out party Friday, you know. Still reeling from that, man. You know. Check out the Rapper Turn CEO out, y'all, right now. YouTube, Amazon Radio, you know, holla at us. We in these streets, man. We doing our thing. How you been, man? I mean, how you feel about the project that's been out?
I feel all right, man. But we ain't here for that right now. We talk about other stuff tonight. We on the Unspoken Word Podcast. I don't mean to cut you like that, but we gonna do a series on a review of the hour. So we're gonna talk about cryptocurrency and gun violence. You want to go first? Let's go.
Yeah, man. Cryptocurrency, man. That's the virtual reality money that's been floating around for I've been knowing for the past 4 or 5 years.
Right.
I have yeah. I have you know, heard risk taking as far as investing in it. The last I heard of it was in good standards, but I ran across a story this morning saying it's elapsing real quick. Cause
why don't you
banks.
Hold on. Why don't you tell the people who don't know what cryptocurrency is what is cryptocurrency? Like, what is that about?
Cryptocurrency is a virtual reality money based on the software that you have. So it's like, how can you say it? Okay, it's like this. Everybody say Jay-Z is worth $1.8 billion.
Right.
That's in assets. You know what I'm saying? That's not cash.
Right.
Cryptocurrency is a little bit like that. It's a like I said, virtual reality money, but it's he said it depends on the software that you have in it, as I looked up and researched. So
from what I know about it, I mean, I don't know too much about it because it's not really my thing, you know. But from what I know about it, it's exchanged over the internet. You know what I'm saying? And it's used as it exists outside of the banking system, the traditional system. You know what I'm saying? As you said, it was like digital money and it's based off your software. But most of it is in exchange for over the internet. You know what I'm saying? So basically it's like virtual money. And from what I've heard about it is hard to be detected by the law enforcement. So that might be something all the crooked motherfuckers is into. I don't know, man. I mean,
Yeah.
is it? I mean, is it something like stock or what? What is? What,
No,
I know what it is, but what is it for? Like, what is it? What is it? You know?
mm, well, it's five different types of cryptocurrency, and I think the most recent and the most one everybody is really laying on to is the Bitcoin.
Bitcoin. Okay.
So
So that's what base. So basically, cryptocurrency is what we've been hearing is like Bitcoin and the new.
right,
Is it the dog coin too? Something like dog coin or something.
it's they got like one called a Tether,
Mm-hmm.
which is the best cryptocurrency you can have because it's priced at $1.
Mm-hmm.
They got the Ether, Etherishan,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. They got a Tron and they got an EOS
Okay.
cryptocurrency.
Mm-hmm.
But the the Binance coin, which everybody breaks it down to Bitcoin, is really the most popular because some about it hit the stock market about 5 years ago, and it was really on fire at the time for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I I knew about it through a video I ran up on Nipsey Hussle.
Okay.
That's how I
Okay.
started really learning about it through
He
him.
was taking.
He
He
did a
was taking. He was taking a couple of avenues as far as the cryptocurrency goes, right? Like he was.
yeah, he
That
was
was
in it.
like something. He was on the next level of venturing
Right,
into that field, right?
right. He was really into it. He took a trip up to Amsterdam in 2017, which there is a city in Amsterdam
Mm-hmm.
that actually uh, runs off cryptocurrency. They
So
actually use the
the
currency.
whole system is based off of. So they don't
Well, just
they don't use the paper dollar, or is it eliminated, or is that one of
no,
the?
no. It,
It's a
it
big
is it is crypto. This city in Amsterdam is cryptocurrency friendly,
okay,
so they run
okay,
straight off of that. They off the dollar too, but they're really done incorporated that real strong up there, up
okay,
in Amsterdam.
okay,
So I
okay.
seen a video, like I said, Nipsey Hussle took a trip up there and was explaining, you know, about it and stuff.
What is
Was meeting with
about?
people and learning about it himself.
Mhm. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So that was something that he was really finna venture into, and you said that was when? What year was that?
Actually, man, I think he had already ventured into it.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was in. I think he was into it. Yeah,
Okay,
he was.
okay.
Yeah, I think that's what
I know
he made a lot
I
of.
mean, off of topic real quick. I know he was one of the first ones that I believe that came up with some type of keychain or something that you could scan, and his whole album would pop up on your phone. He was definitely an
Right.
innovator as far as taking it to the
Mhm.
next level. So I could believe him being into cryptocurrency and trying to understand what it's about.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I was like I said, I
Yeah.
was doing a little bit of research on it, and it's it seems like something that's taken over. That might be the new thing for America. Like I feel like they're trying to get rid of the
Yeah.
dollar bill anyway. So
Just like credit cards took over.
right.
Came in. And it's like that. That's what cryptocurrency is.
Okay.
It's
Well, they got this
uh
thing too. With me being in the music, they got this thing called NFT, and it's in a similar fashion of cryptocurrency. But you can
mhm.
digitize art. You can digitize anything and sell it, basically, and people will keep it in digital form. I don't see the basis of it, but they say it's going to change the music industry. I don't know how, but in relation to cryptocurrency, I think it plays a part to it being digital because the whole thing is they're trying to eliminate the dollar, so moving stuff digitally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's in trouble right now. financially, man, because it's not really being accepted in any of the financial institutions.
Right. They're gonna
So
find a way. I was,
it's really trouble.
when I was researching it, and I seen that they said it's difficult to be detected and seized by the FBI or law enforcement. I said they was gonna come up with a
Mm-hmm.
way to combat that. You know what I'm saying? They got to put a system in place, and I don't know. I'm not for the digital money. I ain't even really right now ready for paper money to go. So you know what I mean? Like I work with the digital, the credit cards and stuff like that, but everything being digital, I still almost feel like that might be a plot of New World Order. Let us control the system. Or let me ask you this:
uh,
Is that's not a federal funded situation, right? That's like some
Not
geniuses
right
came up
now
with an
is
idea. So what? Like some geniuses came up with an idea and said, "Hey, we gonna find a way to digitize money." Like, why did they start?
well, you gotta look at they already doing it. It's already been done. They doing it now with the credit cards. Look at what most you gotta do online now. You can do all your stuff online. Uh, this is some type of. I didn't really go in deep into it. I just because I knew I didn't have long to talk about it. But this, like I said, this is probably the new wave of taking over the credit card in a minute.
So they gonna
So
you think they're trying to go away from the credit? But I mean, it seems like almost to me, it's like damn, they're the same thing.
actually, something like that. But now you don't. You probably ain't gonna need numbers. It's probably gonna be more easier to get into and transfer. It's
Okay,
still a little difficult to kind of transfer money.
right,
Probably finna cut
right.
out the banks. In a minute.
That's what I was
I didn't
thinking.
really, like I said, I didn't really go in depth in it
But yeah,
like I should.
I was thinking that the banks was gonna be in trouble with that, or they're gonna find a way to
Yeah,
combat that. They're gonna come up with some system and put it in play to where you're not able to do something with it. I feel like, with it being a threat to society and the money in society, they're gonna find a way to try to combat that.
mm,
But
yeah,
it's one of those things. I feel like it's a driving force. It's unstoppable. Even though it's in trouble right now, I think it might rebound. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
because if you really think about it, we living in a society that's already digital money. That's what the credit cards are,
mm-hmm,
digital money. No cash on hand. You know what I'm saying? Swipe. Uh, the only thing I can see digital being different on is you being able to just walk up and wave your hand or something, and then spend digital
yeah.
money.
That
Like,
might be next.
yeah, like what would be the I guess for me, when I looked it up, I just didn't see what would be the purpose of digital money right now. So maybe it takes for me to go and do a little bit more research myself to
Yeah, most
understand it a little
definitely.
bit
We're gonna
more.
look a little.
I know for
We're gonna
sure
look a
that
little deeper into it.
it doesn't go with the governmental funding system. So it's definitely something that's
Right.
left field, And I
Yeah.
almost feel like
Right.
that might be something that a genius came up with, sitting back thinking like, hey, digital money, who knows? But cryptocurrency definitely is here. The question is it here to stay? What do you say? You think it's here to stay?
I think they just gonna figure it out, man. you know, like I said, it's something that started over in another country, so they got to figure out how to incorporate it here in the U.S. It's just not doing well here. It's doing well over in Amsterdam where it's at. You know, it's doing
Is
very
that
well
where it
over
was
there.
created? Is that where it was created at in Amsterdam?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's where it's
Oh,
actually basically based at
okay, okay,
over there.
cool, cool, cool. I mean, do you know of besides Nipsey Hussle, do you know of any other people who are investing in it or using it as the next wave?
No, not that
Okay.
I know. I've spoken to a couple of my friends that's into, done invested into it, which I thought I was gonna, try a little bit too. But right now, like I said, I seen that in MB in MNBC breaking news, and it was like it was about the Bitcoin. It's falling dramatically, falling.
Right, right. I know.
So
I've been hearing
it's
about a friend of mine was talking about this. It's called dog coin. It's almost like Bitcoin. I feel like it's almost like Bitcoin. I don't understand none of it really, but he been promoting it and pushing it real hard. Don't yawn on camera. You tired over there, man? Wake it up, man.
All good, man.
People need to feel your energy, baby.
Yeah.
So nobody else
like
outside
I said, I think they're gonna figure it out. They're gonna figure it out, man.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah.
So
it's on the stock market. It's like a stock
it's on
market.
the stock market. Right. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Cool. I mean, well, we definitely gonna have to do another episode where we dive a little bit deeper into cryptocurrency because I'm almost sure that there's some other people out here who really rocking with it and using it and understanding. And I think we gonna have to put up some videos and give the people an idea of what cryptocurrency really is and what it's about. Remember, talking to the audience, if you like this content, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the save button. Make sure y'all help us get the notifications out. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Hustler's Belief. That's what we're rocking right there. You know what I'm saying? And the next segment of tonight's episode, we talking about gun violence. Gun violence in America, gun violence in the Black community. Mostly in the Black community because it's in relation to what we do and who we are as a people. The reason why I wanted to talk about this topic is because I don't know, a week ago, I didn't do full research on it, but about a week ago, a little girl was shot on the north side of Minneapolis, and they don't know who did it. And today, I believe she died from she succumbed to the injuries of being shot. And it's just something that I really wanted to talk about. My friend Cam hit me up, and she was talking about trying to get a rally or something started as far as gun violence in the hood, in the neighborhoods and stuff. And I told her that I would talk about it on the episode tonight because I feel like that is something that needs to be addressed. I was doing my research on it, and gun violence in the United States results in thousands of deaths and injuries annually. Like in 2018 alone, up until the most recent 2021, we have reports of 38,000 deaths from gun violence, 24,000 of which was by suicide. You know what I'm saying? Which is a big plague, and it's a big plague in the Black community. We can't sleep on the fact that suicide has high numbers. It's something that's been plaguing our community since the beginning of time, since I can remember. I've experienced gun violence at a young age because my grandfather was shot defending me by a Caucasian man. And that was kind of like my first outlet into gun violence. He was shot a couple times in the stomach. Like he got stitches in his stomach to this day. But that was solely really behind me. And it's probably maybe about, I can't remember the age. I just remember we was living in Edgewood. And then, we was living in Fair Oaks. But my grandpa and them lived in Edgewood, I believe. And this Caucasian man was bothering us or doing something. I can't remember because it was so hazy. But I remember I remember going to get him and telling him that this guy, was messing with us or something. He came out to defend us, and he got the um, tussling with the guy and the guy shot him. That was my first experience of gun violence. You know, it traumatized me, but it opened my eyes to um, what gun violence was, especially in the urban community. You know, something that's plagued us for multiple years, something that's plaguing us up until this day.
So it really started out, man, as a tool of defending ourselves from all the police brutality back in the the late 50s, early 60s.
Right, right,
You know, Huey P. Newton found a law in the history book stating that you have the right to bear arms.
right. I
So
remember that.
when the black community started arming themselves,
Right,
well, you got guns, now you got drugs along with guns. Now you got it so easy you can get guns. Just look at the last 30 years of gun violence, man. You know, look
yeah,
how it's so easy you can to purchase them,
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, man, it's gonna continue to get worse until they start putting some laws and some bans on what you can have and what you can't have here. And to really sum up the whole thing, it's not really the guns, it's the people behind the gun. To
Right,
me,
right,
you know,
right,
we,
right,
it shouldn't be gun violence, should be idiot violence because you got idiots with guns because guns can't shoot themselves.
right,
You just got idiots with guns, and that's what we need to stop. Letting everybody get hold of a gun.
right, right. I mean,
But
I
it's so
mean, do you honestly think that they will be able to put laws into place that would eliminate people getting?
no,
I mean, as long as you
no,
got
because
as long as you got the street
yeah, because
trade, you got,
yeah, no, you got people that are for guns, and some of the top lawmakers are for guns. So it's never going to be a unrest. It's like racial violence. It's never going to stop.
mhm, right,
You
right,
know, it's something that's done plagued our community. What we need to do is try to control it now. That's the only thing you're gonna be able to do. We gotta start putting some really hard, tough laws on getting guns, man. Look what some of these cats be getting in that police don't even have. You know what I'm
right.
saying? That's out of control, man. And which
I know the first place that I mostly
with
seen,
lawmakers.
the first place that I mostly seen, the first place that I mostly seen them having those type of guns was in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? I was
Yeah,
seeing them with guns and videos that you would think the army or the military, they was definitely military weapons. You know what I'm saying? And the word on the street was that somebody dropped them off of a train or something. You know what I'm saying? Um, I can't really get too deep into who I feel like did that, but that's what the word on the street was that they was put into the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Same way
right,
back in the 60s and 70s when they put crack in the neighborhood. You know what I mean?
right,
All of a sudden it just pops up in the neighborhood. And then they get the person of the same color because of course we're gonna relate to them to push it off. You know, it's just something that they've been really maniacal. I don't even know if that's the right word, but they've been really maniacal with um, the way they get things into our neighborhoods. And gun violence is one of them. It's been plaguing. I have a major issue that we do the Black Lives Matter thing, and we do the Black Lives Matter for when we get murdered by police. But there's nothing in place for black on black violence. I feel like where's the black people when we murder each other? How come we haven't came together to try to put something in a system in place as far as us killing each other? It's just a everyday thing, and it's starting to be something that's just a norm and accepted. And I'm tired of accepting that. We just had a little
Yeah.
girl up here die who was murdered, and they don't even know who did it. You know what I mean? And then it's I'm a street dude. Don't get me wrong. I'm from the streets, but certain situations, man,
Mm-hmm.
this whole snitching shit gets on my nerves. You know what I mean? Because somebody's daughter is dead right now. You know what I'm saying? And the person is who
Yeah.
knows where they are out here doing God knows what. It just gotta
But
stop, man. It's no resistance when it comes to us, murdering each other. But if the white man uh murder us police wise, we in an uproar. It's just something that just gotta change.
yeah, it's almost like a slap in the face, man. Um, it's even in our music too. So we have really garnered a lot of the stuff, man, and took it and really put it on a pedestal. Like I'm looking at gun violence and rap music. You know, took many forms in the '90s. When gangster rap
Yeah,
came out, clean on up
right.
until crunk in the early 2000s, and look
Right.
how it done flourished from there.
Yeah.
2020, man, was one of the worst gun violence in hip hop ever, man. It was youngsters just dying like
Yeah.
every minute I
Right.
look up, somebody was getting killed, man. And
Right.
we gotta we gotta we gotta change that. We gotta
Yeah.
change that, man. We gotta start talking things out, man. We gotta start seeing each other face to face like men. You know, People with guns to me are cowards. Unless you're in a position that you really need to defend yourself, I don't think you need a gun in your hand. You know,
Right.
it
Can you
just
mute your phone for me, brother? Can you mute
it's
your phone? Can you mute your phone for me? Can you
mute.
hear me? Yeah, mute your phone.
Yeah,
I keep hearing that you keep that notification
so
keep coming. All right, but yeah, so yeah, gun violence has been plaguing our race of people since the beginning of time, and it just pisses me off that we as a people don't come together when it's black on black crime. All right, you back? Um,
right.
okay, go ahead with what you were saying.
Uh,
Sorry, I don't
I was
understand.
saying, the gun, the violence in hip hop, man. It kind of garners what's going on right now. As man, we should be able to talk things out, man. It shouldn't be an issue with where we got to kill one another.
Right,
That's another thing, man. It's almost like a gift and a curse. We wanna, like you said, we wanna, march the Capitol when a white man kill us, but when we killing each other by the drones, when are we marching for that? You
right,
know,
right.
when are we
Exactly.
gonna really check that? Because if we can check that, then we can start checking, you know, white on black crime.
Right,
We start
right,
checking that. We gotta
right,
check. We gotta check black on black crime too, man, because it's really getting out of control.
right. It's definitely something that has to be addressed. I mean, you know, if we could get some of these celebrities that have so much influence of other things to start really coming up with plans and putting systems in place to make something happen, then I think that we would change that, but as long as especially in the music industry, as long as violence sells, it's gonna be hard to combat that. You know what I mean? As long as you can hear, because you got to think, cause it's to the point now that if you ain't even rapping about guns and stuff, niggas consider you outdated. You know what I mean? Or you know, if you ain't talking about doing this and doing that, it's like, I think this is funny. You know what I mean? It's affected our society to that much to where if you ain't even really referencing it in your music, then they consider that
I think
clean.
a lot of it, got to do with the internet too, man. A lot of cats on here on the internet, out here just being studio gangsters, as I call them, until you run into the real ones. Till you run into the ones who ain't just talking, that they walking it for real.
Right.
So over here at Platinum Boy Music.
Let me ask you a question. How do you feel about us rallying and stuff like that for gun violence? Are you a type of person that feel like you would be involved in something like that? Or are you more the type of person that's kind of stays in your lane when it goes to, being at rallies and protesting and stuff like that?
I can let my voice be heard, you know what I'm saying? Right now, we ain't gonna change the fact that it's happening, but we can at least try to put some things in place, man, to where it is stop making it so easy to get guns.
Right.
Only state I know in the U.S. that's really tough on gun violence is New York. They're very tough on gun, for real. So, yeah, we got some. States got to start adapting stuff like that.
It's something interesting is, did you know that in like China and Hong Kong that gun violence is damn near like at 0%?
Yeah.
I'm like, what do they got in place over there that's going on?
Well, they got this in place. They got this in place. You mess up, you out of here. See, ain't no we sentencing you. You go sit somewhere 20 years. Yeah.
Man, they murdering. They taking you out quickly, right?
So, violence is down there at 12%.
I was looking it up because it's lower than that. It was like 3%.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about gun violence on person to person and suicide rate is low. Like it's almost non-existent over there. So whatever they got in place over there, we probably need to do that a little bit of that over here.
But see, it's so freely over here. We are bound by law over here. Some of them countries don't have laws, man. They don't. They laws are very different. They're more of a China has this law there, man, where they give you these whacks with these bamboo sticks. I guarantee you that'll get you in order.
Yeah, I seen a couple videos.
So where over there getting grown-ups. Yeah.
The grown-ups over there getting their ass whooped.
Yeah.
Literally.
Some laws over there, man, just how you over there, boy, you be somewhere down, nobody know where you at. Period.
Right.
So
yeah,
over here just it's a little more, lenient, and we got laws in place. Over there's no laws in place, man. You gotta think back in the early settler days when we didn't have laws. Wild West days. When it was, now we got laws in place in the US, and some country has not adapted that. They are still on barbaric, efforts to slow you down, and that's why they so successful. Over here, we just some just say, "Fuck, I can do 20."
I think the second highest place that I looked up was Finland, as far as gun violence. Got a lot of gun violence over there.
Really?
Suicide and person-to-person gun violence. But we we were number one with the highest rate of gun violence and suicide in America, and China or Hong Kong was number one in the lowest gun violence. You know what I'm saying? And it's just something that I feel like it just got to get in place. You know, we've lost people like Trayvon Martin to gun violence. You know what I mean? And that wasn't even a police situation. It kicked off a lot of things though, but we need
Yeah,
more things in place like that, and we need to get rid of all these fly-by-night leaders. They won't even let us have a real leader that can, you know, kind of guide us. It's almost like they threatened by us so badly, you know.
not really the leaders. It's the people. It's
The people.
a country is not run by the president. He just in place as say our front man.
Mm-hmm.
Our country is ran by our Senate and our Congress. That's where we really need to start changing up. Them are the two who really has the deciding votes on how we proceed in this country.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody always saying, well, let's pick the president. It's not the president. They stand in.
Right.
It's our Congress and our Senate.
Right.
If we can get good people in there to start getting some of these laws under wraps, we'll be a better country. But until then, you just got greedy people in place that really don't care about human society. They just all about the dollar. That's why guns are out of control. That's why you can go on the internet right now and just buy you a gun.
Yeah, you definitely can.
You know, I'm just like, it's just like candy now. You know, it's videos on how to make them, how to modify them. You need to put bans on that, man.
Yeah, yeah.
But
we gotta definitely put a system in place. But with that being said, man, you know, I kind of want to bring this to a close. You know, we have to pick, you know, do a couple more episodes where we dig a little bit deeper into it. You know, these are things that I want to touch topic on tonight, you know, and I just want to give a shout out to all the people, all the loved ones that we've lost to gun violence, all the people that have suffered from gun violence. Our hearts are with you. We commend you. I don't know the little girl's name that was just murdered here in Minneapolis, but I believe she was like 7 years old. And today is 5/19/2021, and I believe that happened about a week ago. If anybody know out there, comment her name, especially from the metro Minneapolis area. If you know who that little girl is, please comment her name in the comment area. And as well, comment on the material. If you got something to say about cryptocurrency, if you know what it's about a little bit more, school us, help us. You know what I'm saying? Help us take it to the next level. Things we might not know as far as gun violence and all that. Let us know. We're here for you. We're here for the people. We're here for the feedback. You know what I'm saying? And anything you want to say on that note?
Yeah, I'd like to send a condolences to the families of that young girl up in Minneapolis, you know, over here at Platinum Boy Music. You know, we don't condone violence, man. That's one of my pet peeves over here. We just don't condone it. And for the person that did that, you really turn yourself in.
Coward.
You know, a young girl lost her life for nothing. Didn't have nothing to do with whatever you was going on or whoever you was coming over there to do something to. She had nothing to do with that. And she's gone. So that's another thing I really hate about, you know, and I'm so, you know, I got myself together and, you know, my kids and them are just, you know, just staying out of the way of all that. So I'm really happy about that. But, you know, that's sad, man, that a young lady had to lose her life for nothing.
Right. And with that being said, we're going to close out tonight's episode of cryptocurrency? Is it changing America? Plus gun violence. On the Unspoken World podcast with your boy Chaotic One.
And I am Hozilla,
the CFO.
CFO Platinum Boy Music.
We out of here until the next time. Peace.
Peace.